You know, single dad. I'm a Reba McEntire song. Single dad, doing it. Yeah, just doing it for them, right? Took them all to the park. Told them mommy left when they were young.
Hey, it's Nick. Buckle up, because today we're diving deeper than ever into the shocking drama that's got Hollywood buzzing. Marvel dropped Ryan Reynolds from Deadpool, and the chaos all circles back to Blake Lively. Let's break down every angle of this explosive story. The news hit like a nuclear bomb. Marvel cut ties with Ryan Reynolds, severing him from Deadpool, the role he defined. Fans were outraged. How could the face of Deadpool be let go? Marvel's reasoning was tied not to his performance, but to his alleged link to Blake Lively's scandal. Marvel insiders suggested they feared his involvement could tarnish their billion-dollar empire. This wasn't business, it was brand survival. Marvel's reputation is built on trust, and any scandal, especially involving behind-the-scenes manipulation, could erode years of goodwill. Whispers grew that Marvel acted swiftly to prevent a public relations nightmare. The storm erupted during the production of Blake Lively's latest film, directed by Justin Baldoni. Early on, tensions on set simmered quietly, until they boiled over when Blake accused Baldoni of making inappropriate remarks about her postpartum appearance and failing to ensure proper safety protocols during intimate scenes. At first, the media portrayed her as a wrong professional standing up for herself, but soon, the narrative took a sharp and shocking turn. Her legal team, which had been poised to support her case, suddenly withdrew. The reason? According to sources, the lawyers discovered alarming discrepancies between Blake's claims and documented records from the set. Confidential memos, call sheets, and witness statements reportedly painted a different story, one that didn't match her accusations. Their abrupt exit sent shockwaves through Hollywood, leaving everyone wondering, had Blake fabricated the scandal? But this wasn't just about a dispute on set. This was about power plays, leverage, and reputation. As reporters dug deeper, a more sinister angle emerged. Blake had allegedly invoked Ryan Reynolds' name repeatedly behind the scenes. Whispers from production insiders claimed that Blake hinted Ryan's Marvel clout could influence media narratives if things didn't go her way. This revelation reframed the entire controversy. Was Blake using her husband's star power to strong-arm the production? The fallout was swift and brutal. Industry veterans who had once championed Blake's career began to distance themselves. Suddenly, her status as Hollywood's golden girl felt fragile. Her credibility, built over years of charm and poise, was now in tatters. Was this a power move gone too far, or a desperate attempt to salvage her image? But here's the most critical piece. Marvel was watching closely. Blake's alleged references to Ryan's influence on media coverage put her husband's career directly into the blast zone.
I think that's like the sign of a good relationship. It's always been the one kind of constant with Blake and I, is that, like, you know, we really root for each other.
Suddenly, this wasn't just her battle, it was his. And that shift would change everything. The Hollywood gossip mill went into overdrive when a bombshell hit the internet, leaked text messages that changed everything. These weren't just casual exchanges, they were smoking guns that placed Blake Lively at the center of a high-stakes manipulation scandal. In the leaked messages, Blake allegedly referenced Ryan Reynolds' power within the Marvel Universe, hinting that his industry clout could be used to influence the media narrative surrounding her on-set dispute with Justin Baldoni. The texts included thinly veiled threats, suggesting that negative press could follow if her concerns weren't addressed, and there were references implying that certain entertainment outlets owed Ryan favors due to exclusive Marvel scoops he had provided in the past. One message allegedly read, "They listen when Ryan calls. Let's see if they want their next Deadpool exclusive." This implication that Marvel's golden star might have been complicit in leveraging his influence ignited an industry-wide crisis. Marvel's headquarters reportedly went into full-blown crisis mode. Insiders claim that the leaked texts triggered an emergency meeting with Marvel's PR and legal teams. The studio, known for carefully controlling its image, viewed any hint of behind-the-scenes coercion as a direct threat to its billion-dollar franchise. Could Deadpool's irreverent charm survive a scandal involving power plays and media manipulation? The internet, meanwhile, was ablaze. Social media exploded with theories, debates, and hot takes. Was Blake exploiting her husband's industry dominance for personal gain? Or was she being unfairly vilified for trying to protect herself during a difficult production? Fans split into camps, some condemning her for allegedly dragging Ryan into the mud, others defending her as a woman battling a male-dominated system. Entertainment pundits were quick to speculate on the potential fallout. Would Ryan become collateral damage? Was Marvel already considering distancing itself from both stars? Meanwhile, industry insiders whispered that the leak wasn't accidental. It was a deliberate move by someone with a vested interest in exposing the power dynamics at play. One thing was clear, this was no longer just Blake's scandal. The leaked texts had turned it into Ryan's problem, and Marvel, with its spotless record of navigating controversies, now had to decide, would they protect their star or protect their brand? Marvel launched a no-holds-barred internal investigation. This wasn't a surface-level review, it was a full-scale audit. Marvel's team scoured emails, contracts, and message logs, hunting for any sign that Ryan used his Deadpool fame to sway public narratives. Their concern was clear. Marvel's billion-dollar reputation was on the line. Behind closed doors, Marvel executives reportedly debated whether Ryan's alleged involvement crossed a line into contract violations. The outcome? Their trust in him was shattered.
No, we had a good time. No one died, which was nice.
That was good.
And 4 kids, it's just a zoo. Like, you just surrender, right?
You just have to surrender.
24/7.
For Ryan Reynolds, losing Deadpool wasn't just losing a role. It felt like losing a part of himself. This wasn't some franchise gig, it was his passion project, his fight, his victory against the Hollywood machine that once doubted an R-rated superhero could ever succeed. He didn't just play Deadpool, he was Deadpool. From self-funding test footage leaks to battling executives for an R rating, Ryan had poured his heart into making the character iconic. So, when the phone call came, when Marvel, the studio he had so publicly adored, cut him loose over whispers and speculation, it wasn't just a career hit, it was a gut punch. Insiders close to Ryan described a whirlwind of emotions: fury, heartbreak, disbelief. One source said he was absolutely livid and felt stabbed in the back by a studio he had championed for years. He couldn't believe that after everything he had done to elevate the franchise, he was being discarded over unproven rumors. In private, Ryan reportedly vented that Marvel's decision felt like a betrayal of trust. He had always played ball, promoted every film, embraced the Disney-Marvel synergy, and even reshaped Deadpool's character to fit into the MCU's family-friendly ecosystem without losing his edge. Now, it seemed all that loyalty meant nothing. Friends say he kept replaying the events. Had he missed the signs? Could he have stopped the leak before it spiraled? And, most painfully, did Blake's actions truly cost him everything? The fallout wasn't just professional, it was personal. Ryan felt that his name, his character, and his legacy were being reduced to collateral damage in a controversy he wasn't even driving. To add salt to the wound, Marvel didn't reach out for his side of the story before pulling the trigger. According to insiders, this was what enraged him the most: that a company he had fiercely supported wouldn't even give him the chance to clear his name before severing ties. In moments of raw emotion, Ryan reportedly expressed fears that this scandal could cast a shadow over his entire career. How would studios see him now? As a liability? As a brand risk? But amid the anger and heartbreak, friends say another emotion was brewing: resolve. The man who fought Hollywood to make Deadpool a household name wasn't going to let this be his final chapter. The fallout from Marvel's decision hit Ryan's career hard. Sponsorships were paused, and upcoming projects suddenly evaporated. The man who built his comedic brand into a marketing powerhouse was now seen as a liability. Industry whispers suggested studios feared more damaging revelations. Blake Lively's image crumbled under the pressure. Studios distanced themselves, concerned that her behind-the-scenes actions could bring chaos to future productions. Social media turned brutal. Some called her manipulative, others defended her. Her golden reputation was replaced with doubt. Fans debated fiercely. Was Blake a master manipulator or a victim of a smear campaign? Justin Baldoni wasn't about to let his reputation get destroyed by the swirling chaos. While the internet erupted with theories and headlines painted him as the villain, Baldoni chose to fight back, not with rumors, but with receipts. In a bold and calculated move, Baldoni released unredacted message logs from the production, concrete evidence that directly contradicted Blake Lively's claims. The logs showed full conversations between him, Blake, and key crew members, capturing behind-the-scenes discussions in their raw form.
I mean, I internalized that as opportunity. Like, we had such a responsibility to this audience to deliver something and to have the opportunity to deliver something for a passionate group of people.
Yes.
As someone who is so deeply passionate myself, I was so excited about that. I would so much rather have that than people who are indifferent.
Blasé.
According to these messages, Baldoni had consistently checked in with Blake about her comfort on set, even offering accommodations and adjustments during physically demanding scenes. One message reportedly read, "Let me know what you need. I want you to feel safe and supported." Another clarified that the comment about her postpartum appearance was taken wildly out of context. Baldoni had actually been discussing his own struggles with body image and chronic back pain, not critiquing hers. This wasn't just a rebuttal, it was a reversal of the narrative. And Baldoni didn't hide behind press statements or anonymous leaks. He went public, dropping the full message threads without edits or spin. His message was clear. I won't let my reputation burn for someone else's agenda. The impact was immediate and seismic. Industry insiders, many of whom had worked with Baldoni on past projects, rallied behind him, praising his transparency and professionalism. Directors, actors, and producers took to social media to applaud his courage, with one veteran producer tweeting, "Justin let the truth do the talking. This is how you handle a smear campaign, with receipts." Hollywood's power players took notice. Studio executives, who often remain neutral in public disputes, privately expressed relief that Baldoni had taken control of the narrative. By releasing the full context, Baldoni not only protected his career but also raised the bar for accountability in public disputes. But beyond the professional victory, Baldoni's move sent a powerful message to the industry. Reputations are built on facts, not whispers. And in the shadows of this revelation, one question grew louder. If Blake's version of events didn't hold up, how deep did her manipulations really go? The spotlight was back on Ryan Reynolds, but this time it wasn't for a quippy one-liner or viral ad campaign. It was for his next move in a scandal that had shaken Hollywood to its core. With Justin Baldoni clearing his name through hard receipts and Blake Lively's version of events crumbling under scrutiny, all eyes turned to Ryan. Would he break his silence and tell his side of the story, or would he let the controversy rage on without his voice? Insiders revealed that Ryan was wrestling with one of the toughest decisions of his career. His camp had compiled a trove of messages, emails, and private communications, evidence, they claimed, that could dismantle the narrative linking him to Blake's alleged manipulations. One insider described these messages as game-changing, stating that they showed Ryan had no part in leveraging his Marvel connections to influence the media. Some texts reportedly captured conversations where Ryan expressly distanced himself from Blake's on-set conflicts, even urging her to resolve the dispute without invoking his name. But here was the catch. Marvel was watching closely, and according to sources, they had quietly warned Ryan that releasing the messages publicly could come with severe consequences. Marvel, known for their tight control over the public image of their stars, feared that a messy public battle, even one that cleared Ryan, could further stain the MCU's carefully curated reputation.
Believing that people and humanity are inherently good, and they crave nutritious food in their soul, just as they do in their bodies.
Privately, Marvel was said to have given Ryan a cold ultimatum. Stay silent and the door to Deadpool might reopen someday. Speak out and that door could slam shut forever. This placed Ryan in an impossible position. His fans were growing restless. Social media was flooded with demands for him to clear his name. Some felt he owed his audience the truth after years of building a career based on authenticity and humor. Others, however, believed his silence was strategic, a calculated pause to let the storm die down before making his move. Meanwhile, Hollywood insiders speculated about the long game. Could Ryan's silence be a negotiation tactic? Was he holding his cards close, waiting for Marvel to blink first? Or was he genuinely torn, fighting between his loyalty to the franchise he built and his right to defend his name? One thing was clear. The next move was his, and the stakes couldn't be higher. If he stayed silent, the narrative might harden against him. If he spoke out, he risked losing the role that defined his career. But deep down, his closest friends believed one thing. Ryan Reynolds doesn't fold under pressure. The question wasn't if he would respond, it was when. Here's what no one is telling you. Despite firing Ryan Reynolds, Marvel isn't shutting the door on Deadpool. They're preparing a bold contingency plan. According to insiders close to Marvel, the studio is exploring a limited-run Deadpool multiverse storyline featuring multiple versions of the character, including a cameo-friendly option for Ryan if he clears his name. This plan includes early talks with fan-favorite actors to play alternate versions of Deadpool, hinting that Marvel wants to keep the door open for a Reynolds return if public opinion shifts. Additionally, Marvel is reportedly developing a spin-off series centered on X-Force, which could act as a soft reboot, giving them the flexibility to bring Reynolds back without reattaching him directly to the current controversy. Insiders claim Marvel's brass believes that if Ryan releases his side of the story and it resonates with fans, his return could be framed as a redemption arc, both on and off screen. But here's where it gets wild. Marvel has quietly reserved production slots for reshoots on their upcoming Deadpool project, fueling speculation they may be holding space to reintroduce Ryan if the tides turn. So what happens next may be entirely in Ryan's hands. So now that you know the plan Marvel isn't telling the public, the question is, will Ryan make his move? Is a comeback possible, or has Marvel already decided to move forward without him? But here's the kicker. By the time we finish, you'll not only know every wild detail, you'll understand why this drama could change everything for Marvel and Ryan Reynolds forever. Believe me, you won't want to miss what's coming. Let's get into it, because this story is bigger than anyone imagined. Could Ryan ever return as Deadpool? In Hollywood, redemption arcs happen. If Ryan clears his name, Marvel may reconsider. But for now, they stand firm and fans remain fractured. One thing is clear, this isn't just about a firing. It's about loyalty, power, and how quickly fame can turn cold. So, what's your take? Did Marvel act too fast, or was protecting their empire the right call? Could Ryan reclaim his Deadpool mantle, or is this the final curtain? Drop your thoughts below. And don't forget, like, subscribe, and ring that bell, because this story isn't over. Until next time.